I'm so large. There is no hiding. If I try to hide, I'm dead. And this is a horrible location to encounter BTs. Look at this, man. I've got nowhere to run. Which also makes me think that this isn't exactly where they're meant to spawn. I feel like I'm in their vicinity, but none can actually get here because, hell, I can barely get here. And I shouldn't have been able to get here, which both works to my advantage, but also might just be a complete waste of time, because I need to go where they are to get to where I need to fucking be. This isn't good. Well, I mean, we're clearly very far away from them, because my Odra deck or whatever has not even made a sound yet. I can climb down just a little bit further. A lot of people have destroyed gear here. That's not a good sign. What the fuck happened? I'm gonna try and go up there. Which seems a bit like the path most traveled. Oh no! My hermetic grenades! They're getting destroyed! All of them are getting destroyed! Do they still work? No. No, all of the ones that are destroyed, they broke. Grenade machine thoroughly broke. I see one, like, right there. I see two. Right. Ah! You were closer than I expected! I may need to blood you. Hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. Hold your breath! Hey! Moron! Do what I'm telling you to! Oh, he has to stop holding things to hold his breath, okay. I know, I know. He hasn't got nearly enough stamina for this, has he? They're angry. They're angry, they know I'm here. Oh, I cannot deal with them! Okay, go, go, go. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I can maybe bring this back. I've got a couple of hermetic grenades. They still sort of work. Oh. I'm free. Are you kidding me? It was that easy? There were two of them in total? No. No, that didn't sound very good. That sounds like a little bit more than two. Fuck! Alright, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, there's nothing on me. They're miles away. I think I'm preempting. There you go. Bye-bye. Move a little bit further. Go away, child. No, 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 no. You two, you two. That was easy. I don't know why I was struggling, like, at any point with these things. On normal difficulty, at the very least. They're kind of... Oh, that's why. That's why, because I've got no fucking stamina. Thank you, LMK. I don't know what you've done, but I'll keep on keeping on. Yeah, right as I'm about to be eaten alive. Much appreciated. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Oh good, my grenades got ruined as I was about to throw them. I think I made it though. I think I did. If I sit down... No, no, they're still here. I'm losing more and more hermetic grenades. It'd be really nice if someone had thrown like a hermetic grenade into that little post box there. I'm sure they probably have. But I've already moved too far. I don't want to ever return to those fucks, so... To the wind farm! There are some huge deliveries that need to be made here. Like, really, really long distance. That seems almost cruel. Oh no, fuck off.
Keep on keeping on.
I don't think they necessarily knew I was there. I mean, I definitely didn't hit directly, did I? Okay, okay, we got two of them. That's two down. Two down and they don't necessarily know I'm here. Hold breath, hold breath, hold breath. Not enough stamina to be doing this. My lungs are in so much pain. Alright. It's a few more dead BTs. That's a good... I mean, they're not even BTs, are they? They're just the souls. Are they BT? I don't know. Because, I mean, I've killed many of those. But then Hartman, when I killed the whale, was like, ah, incredible! The first person alive ever to kill a fucking BT. And it's like, okay, so the BT's the big fucks, and the BT's also the soul men? I don't know. I don't know at all anymore. Go, move. I don't know where that is. I don't know what that is, but it's very, very close. Hi, buddy! Nice! There you go! I'm doing really well! And I'm going, I can't move. I don't know why I'm running towards those. It looked like I was trying to be a badass and finishing it myself, but no, I didn't mean to do that in the slightest. Uh-oh. I didn't throw it in time! Alright, we can shake these guys off. I can beat them again. Oh, no. No, I'm not leaving that. Those are my only survive. That's the sperm! The sperm, we can't leave it behind! No! Alright, there we go, that's fine. Load up, we can do this. There's gonna be a lot more of them coming for us, but we can absolutely do this. Grab the sperm, you idiot! Okay, I'll make sure I don't fall. I feel like I'm definitely gonna fall. What's that, a PCC? I don't care. Go away, 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 go away! I've never seen so many! I didn't know there could be so many! Alright, looks like I'm taking on something else. I have one grenade. It's another whale! Ah, fuck that. Please don't hurt me, game. At the very least, it's gonna put me back to where I played the harmonica. And that wasn't too bad. And if that is the case, I'm going to... Yeah, we're here. Alright, fair enough. We're gonna read some interviews. I'm gonna read all the interviews that we have, that I haven't read yet. And we're gonna leave it there. Hope you guys don't mind. I really thought we were gonna make it to Portland City tonight, but I'm not doing all that journey again right now. I've had to repeat quite a bit today. It's been relatively painful. So let's just not, huh? So we did all of Hartman's. But now there is the Egyptian view of the brain. I think that's new, and I like Hartman, so we're gonna read that first. When? So, by the way, if the reading is not for you, please feel free to just head off for this part. I really don't mind. I understand that not many... I understand that not everyone is going to be, like, incredibly interested in learning every single aspect of the lore. But me, I like to know. I like to know every single aspect I possibly can of the world that I am currently trapped in and fighting off endless amounts of murder whales in. I need to know why all this shit is happening. So, let's learn about Egyptians instead, apparently. Yeah, that makes sense. It is common nowadays to think of the personality, the mind of... Right, hold on. What is that sound? Shut up. It's really annoying. No, seriously, what is that?
Enjoy it.
You hear that too, right? Alright, okay, we'll put on some of the music and hopefully that will drown it out. Because if that carries on, that's going to be the most annoying fucking thing in the world. So, into my handcuffs. Is it in music? I mean, is it in data that the music lives? Huh? I know I can. Oh, no, you're kidding. I think it's only in my private room. That'd be so shit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do this without the music. Fine, whatever. Let's go into data then. Interviews. This thing. At least that music is out of the way. I mean, at least that blinking is out of the way now. I'm, as you can tell, really hazy right now. My brain is really hazy. I'm not making much sense. I'm not able to speak the English language particularly well. But, yeah, we can get through this. It'll be right. So, it is common nowadays to think of the personality, the mind, the consciousness as a whole, as a phenomena born exclusively of the brain. However, to the ancient Egyptians, things were different. They believed that a person's soul, their spiritual essence, resided in the heart. As a result, the mummification process involved the removal of all internal organs save this one, the brain included. To the Egyptians, a man's ka was represented by and contained within the heart, whereas the ha was made up of the other organs and the remainder of the flesh. Hardly a picture compatible with modern medical science, but consider for a moment the BBs which porters utilize in the field, and the brain-dead still mothers to which they are bound. Could it not be said that in turning our attention away from the brain and towards the heart, the womb, the umbilicus, in our quest to grow closer to the world of the dead, that we are perhaps returning to the old ways? Hartman is so... I really like the way this man speaks. He pleases me. An astrologer 5 years ago in an office in central Knot City. Astrologers like me are used to having our work dismissed. Incorrectly, of course, as unscientific mumbo-jumbo. But since the Death Stranding, more and more people have started to take an interest in what's known as astropsychology, a discipline that combines astrology with various forms of psychology. The fact that each person has a beach to which they are spiritually connected has doubtless contributed to this trend. These days, there are even psychotherapists who use astrological techniques in their counseling sessions. Perhaps the most interesting recent development of all, however, is the discovery that the alignment of celestial bodies at the moment of one's birth can influence one's relationship with the condition known as dooms. Of course, chiralium in the Earth's atmosphere means that it's difficult, dare I say impossible, to actually observe the constellations at any point. To come to the conclusion that they therefore have no effect on human lives, however, would be a foolish error indeed. Maybe in your world, sir. Maybe in your world. We've done British stuff, I believe. We did that. So I think now we've just got Dead Man's and Die Hardman's. So let's begin with Dead Man, Bridge Babies. Look, I'm kind of new here at Bridges. It's 1 year ago, by the way. So I don't know if any of this will be useful to you. Still, I'm happy to talk about BBs, if that's what you want. So it means Bridge Baby. I didn't even actually know that. That's very stupid. I should probably have figured that out by now. They call me Dead Man on account of my familiarity with the dead. Get it? We've always been on good terms, you see. Used to have regular little chats back when I worked in the morgue. Why are we friends with this fucking psycho necrophile? Alright, fine, let's move on. He's Guillermo del Toro, that's why we're friends with him. Anyway, that's also the reason I work on BB maintenance and research. And to learn more about those who are no longer with us. But I digress. Fact is, BBs were already being issued to our forces in the field before I joined Bridges. What's more, research into the little guys had already been conducted long ago, but no one took the plunge and put what they discovered to practical use. Still, what that did mean is that when Bridges wanted to build our own BBs, most of the work had already been done for us. We just needed to follow the instruction manual, so to speak. Which isn't to say that we have any idea how they work, not how they can detect BTs or how they can connect to this world to the other side. We still have much to learn about our little friends. But one thing is certain. Their continued study will lead us to a greater understanding of the stranding. Yeah, rhyming. And of life and death itself. That much I can assure you. Well, I think that's about all I have to tell you today. Hopefully I'll have something new to share next time we chew the fat. See you around, I guess. Thank you, Dead Man. I don't know who the fuck you were talking to, because it definitely wasn't me a year ago, but still. BB echolocation. Dolphins use a sensory mechanism known as echolocation to keep track of both their fellow pod members and any potential prey. As the name suggests, they produce sounds which bounce off objects and return as echoes, allowing them to get an idea of their surroundings. Interesting in and of itself, of course. But what I find far more interesting is the recent research suggesting that BBs use a similar method to detect BTs. As you know, BB pods are designed to mimic the conditions inside a human womb, and are the key to preserving the BB's connections with this world and the next. Well, recent research now suggests that BBs are capable of producing something not unlike a dolphin sound wave. These pulses travel through the amniotic fluid and out the other side, bounce off BTs and return as echoes, allowing a BB to ascertain the location of threats. Pretty cool, right? Fear as pleasure. Of course that comes from fucking Dead Man. Are you kidding? Alright. Whether they realize it or not, the people of our fallen nation suffer greatly as a result of the separation and the isolation we must all endure. That's why oxytocin supplementation is so vital. I'm not pronouncing things right, even though they're really, really easy things to pronounce. I don't know what's wrong, but I let's just see if we can get through this. I'll end it off, and hopefully I'll be a little bit more sane by next stream tomorrow. So, however, not all of us require it to survive. In fact, recent studies have shown something very interesting indeed. An increase in the number of people who regard fear as not as a stressful experience to be avoided, but a pleasurable one to be sought out. In humans, The amygdala regulates the emotional responses to fear and pleasure, inducing stimuli. Some scientists theorize that because these contradictory emotions are processed in the same region, we may have the capacity to convert one into the other. Conversely, were the two governed by different parts of the brain, such a transformation would be impossible. In an age when threats such as BTs, timefall, and terrorism abound, could the ability to experience fear as pleasure serve as a useful mutation? An adaptation, even? I don't see why not. Alright, we gotta find all the bondage people. I'm sure they're still around, right? Please tell me that the bondage people aren't the first to die off. Please, we need them! Mules and drone syndrome. This is now Die Hardman. So, Bridges' primary objective is to rebuild America. And in order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is to reconnect cities and other settlements by re-establishing a delivery network. Back before the Death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held society together. The whole thing was automated, AI managed, deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionize the entire system. Things didn't quite pan out that way. I feel like I've already heard this. I feel like this one he actually said to me, and this is just a very, very similar bit of... I think they basically just copied one of his lines earlier and put it in an interview, but whatever. Instead, we started seeing cases of what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man. And indeed, the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances we confirmed seemed to back up that assessment. Humanity needed to be a part of the process. So laws were put in place, and we stepped back into the picture again. And then what happened? All the people put out of work by the machines who got called up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them. And that brought on a whole new disorder. Delivery dependence syndrome, they called it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problem spiraled even further. It wasn't helped by the fact that chiral clouds prevented planes and drones from flying, which meant we had to go back to relying completely on human couriers, whether we liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived for. They were obsessed, addicted, consumed by the desire to deliver. So it's not the desire to be delivered to, it's actually the process of, doing the delivery. Weird. Okay. Over time, they turned into the mules we know and love today. Weird explanation. I'm not really sure that I like that. That seems kinda dumb, but sure, whatever, that's what the mules needed a reason to exist, and I guess they just gave them one. The mules aren't exactly the scary parts in this. I doubt they're going to have a massive impact on the story. I guess they're just another thing that you need to deal with on your deliveries, and that's perfectly fine, they're just another obstacle. So, that wasn't very nice. Sorry about that, guys. Humanity's biggest problem, logistics. This is 5 fucking years ago. War and famine have been inescapable parts of human life since the rise of our species. And while the fall of America hasn't changed this fundamental truth, it's fair to say that these issues aren't pressing concerns. Can you remember the last time you've ever heard of a prepper dying of starvation? Much less someone in a not city. No one's fighting over water, or oil, or anything else. Which isn't to say that people don't occasionally run out of supplies. That's almost never because of a real shortage. It's usually a problem with logistics. In fact, it was to address such problems that the president created bridges and developed the chiral network. So yeah, no one's that desperate. Everybody's got enough for themselves, which is what led to the real problem. It's all too easy for people to become isolated from one another and eventually forget that others even exist. People are free to live for themselves, for the moment, without a care for the future. The president understood this better than anyone, and I know just how much it pained her. And lastly, the last fucking interview that we have yet to read, I'm sure we'll get more soon, but, for now this is the last. 4 years ago, likes secrete oxytocin. God, I fucking did not save the best till last, did I, for fuck's sake. Before the Stranding, the whole world was connected. These were networks. Social networks, we called them. The people used to communicate all the time. They shared all sorts of stuff through them. A random thought, a pretty picture, a home movie, you name it. And if you liked something that someone else had uploaded, well, you let them know by giving them a like. Sounds weird, I know, but that's the truth. Eventually, someone ran tests on the users of these networks and discovered that receiving a like triggered a rush of oxytocin. The theory was that it stemmed from a sense of being acknowledged. even though you couldn't see the person you were interacting with. It still felt like they were accepting you, praising you. And who wouldn't like that? But that same process is at the heart of the mule phenomenon. It's believed that an over-dependence on the oxytocin rush provided by these kinds of interactions is a factor in porters going rogue. With this in mind, it wouldn't be wrong to characterize mules as oxytocin addicts. In essence, they're social animals, at the mercy of validation. Well, that's actually really, really well written. I love the way that was written, despite the fact that what it was saying was kind of fucking stupid. The mules are social media addicts. I don't know if that's a really, really clunky, like, metaphor, and, like, a warning that Kojima's trying to give, but it's a little on the nose if that's the case. But either way, the fucking writing in that interview was stellar. I really, really like that. So, we're gonna leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, comment, all that amazing stuff. Actually, I just need to say real quick, the people on stream, unfortunately, we will probably not be streaming Death Stranding tomorrow. We will probably not be streaming Death Stranding for a couple of days, unfortunately. As much as I am enjoying this, as I've said before, Ghost of Tsushima is coming out tomorrow, and I would definitely like to stream that on release day. I'm going to try and balance out the streams that I'm doing. I want to keep streaming Death Stranding, but I won't be able to do it every day. I'm thinking of maybe doing alternating days, or maybe 2 days Ghost of Tsushima, 2 days Death Stranding. I don't know. I know Death Stranding is a much longer game than Ghost of Tsushima, that's the thing, at least from what I've heard. But either way, I'm very, very excited to get into both. I'm very, very excited to play Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow, and I hope you guys will also be joining me for that. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, comment, all that amazing stuff. It really does help out both me and the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. But for now, this is Strike signing off. Goodbye!